See, today, the last few videos, I have discussed the laws relating to the protection of women against violence, which is under Indian Penal Code, under Indian Evidence Act, under the Code of Criminal Procedure. Now, today I'll be discussing on the various laws which are provided under the special laws. There are various special laws for a woman. They may be, and it is provided here as the Special Marriage Act 1954, the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, the Hindu Succession Act 1956 with amendment in 2005, Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956, the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, the Contract Labour Regulation and Abolition Act 1976, the Equal Remuneration Act 1976, the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. One by one, I'll be discussing about the various provisions which are available under these various legislations. So firstly, we'll be discussing on the Special Marriage Act 1954. So the Special Marriage Act 1954, it is an act of the Parliament of India which is enacted to provide the citizens of India and all Indian nationals in foreign countries with a special form of marriage regardless of the religion or faith practiced by either party. The Special Marriage Act provides for marriage solemnization as well as registration by a marriage officer. It also provides grounds for divorce, judicial separation, maintenance, and alimony to a woman. The next the legislation, which is Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Now let us see what is provided or the protection available under the Hindu Marriage Act. Section 5 of this particular act, it provides that a marriage may be solemnized between any two Hindus who willingly consent to marriage, are not already married and have reached the age of 21 for the groom and 18 for the bride. Section 10(1), it states that either party to a marriage, whether solemnized before or after the commencement of the act, may file a petition for a decree of judicial separation on any of the grounds of, what are the grounds? See, Section 10(1), it provides that they may file a petition for a decree of judicial separation, and it may be on the ground of adultery, cruelty, desertion, conversion to any other religion, and mental disorder. Section 13(b), it provides for divorce by mutual consent. When a petition for dissolution of marriage by a decree of divorce is presented to the district court by both the parties to a marriage, so that is a divorce by mutual consent. This is also available. Section 17 of the Hindu Marriage Act, it also states that any marriage between the two Hindu is void if at the date of such marriage either party had a husband or wife living, that is bigamy. That is provided under the provision of Section 494 and 495 of IPC. Section 13, it provides the grounds of divorce which is available for a woman. So a woman can also file a petition for divorce, and there are various grounds available to her. Section 18 provides the maintenance to a wife. So these are the various protection which is available under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. The next very legislation is the Hindu Succession Act 1956. This particular act has been amended in 2005. So what does it tell? Section 6 of this act, Hindu Succession Act, it has been amended by the Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005, and according to which, in a joint Hindu family which is governed by the Mitakshara law, the daughter of a co-parsoner shall by birth become a co-parsoner in her own right in the same manner as the son. So, both the son and the daughter has the right after the amendment in 2005. Now, the daughter also had the same rights in the co-parsonage property as she would have had if she had been a son. And she shall also be subject to the same liabilities in respect of the said corporationary property as that of a son, and any reference to a Hindu Mitakshara co-parsoner shall be deemed to include a reference to a daughter of a co-parsoner. It also provides under that Hindu Succession Act 1956, which has been amended, that any property to which a female Hindu becomes entitled shall also be a property capable of being disposed by her by testamentary disposition. That is, she can dispose of the property by her own will. So you see that there is no distinction between a son and a daughter insofar as the property rights in co-parcenary property is concerned. So this is one of the very recent improvement which has been held in the amendment in 2005 in the Hindu Succession Act. Now the next is the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956. This particular Immoral Traffic Prevention Act has also been amended in 1986. See, in 1950, the government of India it ratified the International Convention for the Suppression of Immoral Traffic in Persons and the Exploitation of the Prostitution of Others. In 1956, India passed the Suppression of the Immoral Traffic in Women and Girls Act 1956. The Act was further amended and changed in 1986, resulting in the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, also known as PETA. This Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, PETA, only discusses the trafficking in relation to prostitution and not really in relation to other purposes of trafficking, such as domestic work, child labor, organ harvesting, etc. The 1986 amendment have changed the name of the Act as the Immoral Traffic Act 1956. This amendment has also changed the definition of prostitution and enhanced the punishment for the set of offences further. And it made the law gender neutral and recognized the existence of male prostitution and trafficking in male child too. So these are certain legislations or certain protection which is available under the special legislations.